Hey y'all, it's a beautiful day. I don't know if y'all noticed, I still gotta pick up these leaves. Hopefully this weekend I'm gonna burn it and put it right there in that fire pit. But yes, it's another Cold Plunge Talks with the most interesting recruiter. And do we have ice today in this ice bath? Oh, it's not too thick today, but it's definitely ice. But not too thick. All right, that wasn't too bad today. Yeah, this is a good day to talk about how to manage potential financial changes during a career transition, moving from one job to another. I want to give you guys some examples and, maybe shed some insight. It doesn't have to happen every single time, but, sometimes it may be a need for some change financially. And are you willing to do that is the question. So we're going to discuss that today in Cold Plunge Talks. Woo-wee! With the most interesting recruiter. It's like glass, yo. Yeah. Woo! Hello, y'all. Yes. Cold Plunge Talks with the most interesting recruiter. How to manage potential financial changes. I've helped so many people, even myself, have taken a step back financially, knowing that I believe in myself, that I could get myself back to the point to where I was before. And I did that in this current organization that I'm working with. I took a huge cut in salary, knowing that if I do my work and show up, I can get back to where I was, and I did. I surpassed where I was before. And sometimes, we think, I don't want to take a pay cut for a good job. Let me tell you something. A lot of companies, they pay you really great money, but they work you like a mule, which is fine. Work is fine, but you want it to be rewarding. You want it to be something you enjoy. So just know, what is a $5,000 pay cut? Let's just say a $5,000 pay cut. What is that? Less than $100 a week. So maybe you don't eat out every day. You take your lunch to work, or you eat out one time less. That's that $100. But you have a peace at your work. You have a work-life harmony that doesn't compare to where you're at now. Don't let your financial situation. Now, obviously, you're a single mother. I've had it happen where I've talked to healthcare professionals and say, Rich, man, I interviewed 3 times at this job. We never talked salary. I got to the 3rd interview. I really wanted this job, and they offered me $20,000 less than what I was making, or $30,000, whatever that was. And she couldn't take that cut. That I understand. Single mother, have to pay all the bills herself. Yes, for sure. But if it's a few thousand, let's just say 5,000. Let's throw that number out there. If it's $5,000 less, so maybe, like I said, you don't drink a coffee maybe every day on your way to work. You make your coffee at home, or you have a coffee at work. Whatever it is, but if you're getting yourself into a situation where like, this job is what I'm looking for, don't let salary be a hindrance in getting that job. Especially if it's a little bit less, but there's an upside where you can actually make more money. Why not take a hit for a short time? And let me tell you something. When I did my shift, I cut back on so many things. I mean, I was living by myself at that time. I had to get a roommate, which is okay. That I did what I needed to do for that period until I got to where I needed to be. I didn't go out as much. I would maybe buy a 12 pack of beer and drink a couple at home instead of going out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that looks like. You don't want finances realistic. Like I said, if you're a single mother, you can't take a $20,000 pay cut unless if you can cut back on a few things. You know, I got rid of a car that was paying $400 a month, and I got a car that I turned that car back in, and at the same time, it was like my mom was gonna buy a new car, and she had an older car, a Toyota Camry, and I was like, Mom, I'll take that car. I'll buy it off of you. She's like, I'm not gonna sell it to you. I'll give it to you. I said, Mom, I'll give you some money. You know, Mama ain't gonna take no money. She said, here, take the car. And it ran great. I drove that thing for a few years. I mean, I drove that thing from Florida to Georgia to Colorado. I mean, I was in that thing. But you know what? I had no car payment. All my expenses went down. And that's sometimes the things you need to do. You got to really think realistically. Where am I? And where do I want to be? If this job opportunity is going to bring me the peace that I need, the environment that I need, the lifestyle that I want, 100%. It's worth cutting back on a few things, working your butt off to get back to where you were before. So this has been Cold Plunge Talks with the most interesting recruiter. 29 degrees out here. Love it. My little woman's like, you're turning into a polar bear. I said, shoot. Let me get out of here, y'all. Y'all have a great day.